Well, welcome everybody to this Christmas Carols Made Easy review. I'm Pat Fenner from Breakthrough Homeschooling, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride today. For those of you who may not know me or are unfamiliar with my channel, after 25 years of home educating my 5 kids, I continue to encourage, inspire moms at my blog, Breakthrough Homeschooling. I also help moms transition or pivot, as we're saying these days, from their post homeschooling career at the Empty Homeschool Nest book and course. And I've recently added a podcast host too with the You Can Homeschool podcast, which I co-host with co-author and veteran homeschooler Tracy Hagerman. You will want to check that out if you are new to homeschooling. All right, well, before we get started diving into the Christmas Carols Made Easy program, I want to just kind of sum up a little bit of why even teach music, why have a fine arts program in your homeschool. Now, I realize that you may be here, if you're here, you most likely are already doing that, so you may not really need this, but this is just a review, and it might be a little more information to just encourage you in your pursuits. Definitely improved self-esteem is one thing. Now, I have to back up with this for a second. Is plenty of research behind all of these. I'm just kind of summing it up here. Research for reasons to teach music and fine arts to your children. So it's not specifically in your homeschool, but why shouldn't your children benefit from that, right? It improves listening skills. Obviously, especially if you're playing with other people, you will need to listen to the other instruments or voices. Math skills. There's a lot of math in music. And if you're familiar with music already, you know that any kind of, speed and tempo and all that stuff. And there's a lot of math that is involved as well. Also, stress relief and eye-hand coordination. Think about teaching your kids music as encouraging them to have a skill that they can use down the road in life when they are trying to manage their own stress. What a gift, that is to give them. Amazing. And then, of course, the eye-hand coordination, teaching any kind of instrument. Increased creativity. Music it engages that side of the brain that likes to be creative, and that's always a blessing in any kind of situation in life, to be able to have a creative response to whatever's going on. Teamwork, if you are in a group, instrumental group, or in choir and working with other musicians, you have to work together. Plus, it's a fun way to develop teamwork. Mental processing, problem-solving abilities. How do I get this phrasing correctly? How do we make this section louder? How do we bring out this line and things like that? But again, in a creative way. And sharpen memory skills, because a lot of times, especially for performance, your child will be encouraged, or could be encouraged, to memorize their piece, their music. So that's just a basic why even teach music. But I know that's not why you're here. You're here because you want to hear about Christmas carols made easy. And so let me tell you about it. First of all, why use Christmas carols, right? I mean, okay, it's Christmas carols, but we all know them, right? So they're familiar and they're memory building. Going through this program, your kids will find some of the carols will be familiar to them, and some of them will not, but they will definitely be building memories, working through these songs and through the activities. The program includes songs in German, Spanish, and French. So if you are also doing language studies, I mean, it's just a no-brainer to incorporate this as well. They also give, because many of us are not studying either one or two or all of these languages, any of these languages, she gives pronunciation guides so that your children can learn, and you can learn how to sing the songs in the foreign language correctly. And the songs come from, America, England, France, Spain, and Puerto Rico. So they're world, they're all over. They come from all over, and that's pretty neat. So great supplement to unit studies and learning about Christmas celebrations in other countries. I mean, that's kind of fun to do around the holidays. And it encourages geography studies and world awareness. You can definitely include these countries in studies, your studies. Why music in our homeschool? Why this particular, not only this particular program, but why Gena's company at all? Well, this is Gena Mayo. This is the woman who does all the lessons, puts all the programs together. She teaches through video all of the lessons, so you do not have to worry about knowing music or how do I teach this or how do I do this. And because they're video and pre-recorded, your student and you can go back over if you're having a problem, or if they're having a problem with a certain area, go back and listen to it again. She's so kind and sweet. It's just really, it's a nice music learning experience, and plus Gena is a homeschool mom of 8, so she knows what she's talking about. What I also love is this is not just Christmas carols. Like, she teaches vocal warm-ups. She is actually teaching your child how to sing correctly. There's exercises for posture, breathing, relaxation, because it is important to be relaxed when we sing, so our chest and our diaphragm is open up. She gives vocal warm-ups with videos, and so you can see how to do them correctly. And she has, you can just take a glance real quickly here at all of the programs that she has that just span a variety of ages. The thing I really like is that she doesn't forget moms. So she's got a music playlist for homemaking. You don't have to do it when you're homemaking, though. I mean, but it's put together with you in mind. And using music to grow in your faith, which is really a lovely little thing to add to your quiet time or to your devotions. And she doesn't forget about moms. How do I use this with multiple ages? Because I know a lot of you may say, I have kids different ages, and or they're all over the spectrum, or one in high school and one in elementary. Like, how do I teach music? Don't you need to have quiet and all that? Well, let me encourage you. A lot of these programs she has a whole bunch of them for all ages. So Christmas Carols Made Easy is one of them, and it's one that really your whole family can do together. They're not long, laborious lessons. Now, you might not want to focus. The mom and dad might not want to focus on the practical vocal exercises and learning how to sing. But the Christmas carols are certainly something that would be fun to do together as a family. But she has a lot of programs that are for all ages. And in addition to that, she does have some free, like a sampler kind of thing that you can try it and then decide if it's for your family. But basically, how to incorporate, whether you're incorporating it new in your homeschool or you're trying to do this with other ages, take a creative and positive approach to music. Have fun with this. Music and any of the fine arts, drawing, painting, it's all meant to bring pleasure and joy into our lives. So be creative and positive about it. Learn together. Don't hesitate to sit down and do the lessons or watch the videos together. It can be a lot of fun. It's a good idea, if you can, to provide some low or no pressure performance opportunities. Just have your kids sing in front of the family, or if you're really super motivated and type A, you can do some of these lessons in a co-op. She has provisions for you to be able to do these with co-ops. And you can, have an end of the year program with a performance thing. But basically follow your children's lead, whether it's song selection or lesson lengths or whatever. Don't try to push, don't make this something else that like you have to push them or force them to do. Follow their lead and you will all enjoy it. I love this little comment. I love the sassy homeschooler too, if you don't know her, but she says, I used to get so frustrated when I had to accommodate babies and small children while I sang, which is a common concern for parents of multiple ages or homeschooling parents of multiple ages. Now I have all these teens who are great singers who love praising God. Allowing them to sing along when they were little is one of the best decisions I ever made. So this is not specifically a comment on Christmas Carols Made Easy or music in our homeschool, but this is a comment on the concept that definitely is infused in the program, in all of Gena's programs. And of course, I always talk about the lifestyle of learning, so I always, in all of my reviews, talk about the life lessons that your kiddos can pull from whatever the program is. And this Christmas Carols Made Easy is no different. What are some of the life lessons they can learn from going through this as a family? Learning can come in various forms, so experiment. There's a lot of learning that will come in working through Christmas carols. We mentioned the geography potential and studying other cultures and languages. Those are all other things that are kind of side menus, I guess you could say, to music studies. So, but they come in, you can learn those things in using music. There's also many different types of intelligences. Of course, sometimes your child might not be an academic and not be a book learner, but thrives learning about or learning when music is applied or in that environment. And that's definitely an intelligence. Be curious, be creative, and have fun. Like that really should be our overarching approach to life. Curious, and we can build creativity and develop the attitude and approach that life and learning can be fun the more we do it. And then seek opportunities to become a well-rounded person. I know that there were seasons in my life, and I know there are some moms who might be saying, I don't have the time, I don't have the bandwidth, I don't have the ability, like the talent or whatever. I don't know music. How can I teach it? And this is a great opportunity to do that. And it also encourages your children as they, move forward in life to seek opportunities as well to develop other intelligences and other talents and gifts. Because at the end of the day, I always say this, learning is about so much more than just academics. So the goal is to have an enjoyable lifestyle of learning that prepares your children for their future with solid life skills while building strong family bonds. And may I tell you that Christmas Carols Made Easy and the programs in Music in Our Homeschool, check all those boxes, folks. So, yeah, I hope by now, that's me with my 4 younger ones. I have an older son that is not in that picture. I hope by now you are asking the question, how do I get started? And that's a great question, and let me answer that for you. Check below this video for these links. I'll have links to other Music in Our Homeschool programs. Of course, I'll have the link to Christmas Carols Made Easy. I'll also have Gena's contact info because she is very gracious to, if you're not sure where to start, you're kind of curious, interested about this, you can reach out to her and she will be happy to talk to you about that and connect with you on that. I also offer a fun and unique Christmas unit study that I did for years with my children that really fits in well with the Christmas Carols Made Easy program, and you can incorporate that together, and I will have a link to that so you can learn more about that. And then of course I'll have my contact info, social sites, and please do consider following me for more reviews, for more curriculum suggestions and ideas, and just overall inspiration and encouragement on the homeschool journey. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope you found this beneficial. Please like it if you did, and feel free to leave a comment below. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye-bye.